So apparently, Dan's alive. I'm alive. I don't know what signal quality is going to be like. Hi, Nico. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Hi, Nico. Oh, yeah. It's going to reset what's it itself, isn't it? Oh, it's not a planned live, so I'm not expecting. I'm feeling alright, to be fair. Um, I'm coming off my it's morphine now. Um, it's not going to be an energetic live, unfortunately. If anyone does come on, 'cause I don't have my usual energy, unfortunately. But I thought might be nice to just come and have a chat. So yeah, I'm just sort of sitting here, and if anyone wants to come in and have a chat, feel welcome to come in and have a chat. I'll post the post that StreamYard link in there as well. Um, but as for the story, really, so I have been I've had a hernia for a while. Um, and I was meant to go to the doctors to have something done about it. Took James to the I took James to Alton Towers and we rode 13, me, Charlotte and James did. Um, and as the 13, the ride, it has a vertical drop, and I positioned my legs in a certain way that when the ride actually dropped, I lifted in the ride car. And as I lifted, my stomach, where my hernia was, by my belly button, hit the bar. I got off the ride and I said to Charlotte, I says, "Oh, I don't feel right. I can't feel my hernia anymore." Um, it seems that I pushed the hernia right down towards my bowel. Um, so I went into hospital. Hi, Colin. I went into hospital with excruciating pain. Charlotte had to drive my car from Alton Towers all the way back to Derby Hospital because an ambulance would have been a 6 hour wait. Um, and so we were like, "Oh, I can't wait 6 hours." Then got to Derby Hospital, and then they put me in the normal waiting room. And I said to Charlotte, I says, "Hi, Baz and Joe." I says to Charlotte, I says, "I can't." I says, I'm there like this. I'm like, uh, was like, I can't be in here. I can't be in here. Ah, like that. They just put me in the waiting room to start off with, and I was in absolute agony to the point where I had to. Uh, I blanked out at this point, so this is other people's accounts of what happened. But apparently, I'd gone into some kind of seizure, um, and I'd gone into, "Hey, Ricky, mate, you okay?" I went into some kind of seizure, and 1 minute I was next to Charlotte, next minute I woke up and I was with some nurses and I was being sick, and they got me into a bed. They tried to get blood from me. They couldn't get blood from me, so they had to get a UV machine to find out where my veins were just to get that in. I've got another one up here, and I had another one there. Um, for all different types of drugs. Um, yeah, it was just a nightmare. But they tried trying to sit me in a normal waiting room. I was like, I can't do this. I was in pain, and I pretty much proved. And James has seen all this. James was a bit traumatized, bless him. Um, but they pushed Charles and James away, and all the people in the waiting room started getting up and talking to ruptured. So it wasn't like I know because you've obviously recently had one removed as well, Ricky, and it was like when the hernia just completely disappeared. It had completely disappeared that I couldn't feel it anymore. Um, and I had to walk. I was by 13, so I tried to walk halfway back through the park, collapsed on the floor. Alton Towers had to come and get me a wheelchair and take me back to their medical facility. Alton Towers were amazing. I got a text from them the day after asking how I was and stuff, and they said Alton Towers. They were like, "Oh, you can come back for free another day." I said, "Thanks very much." I said, "I appreciate that." I says, "But I'm a Merlin pass holder, so it doesn't make no difference. But I appreciate the offer." But Merlin actually, I thought the one company in this country, this world at the moment for customer service is Merlin. They're absolutely brilliant. For them to actually personally text me and go, "How you feeling? Are you okay?" was just it was like an amazing organisation. Um, yeah, so yeah, I collapsed on towers, and yeah, so it's been an eventful. Um, the whole plan this weekend, I was talking to Charles, going to message Ricky and go, "Oh, let's go out Sunday night. Let's do a live." And then I was gonna put the fireworks up last night, because I'd filmed them in 4K. Um, I can't. I'm not at home, so I can't upload them. I'm currently running this internet off my laptop, off my phone, because the hospital Wi-Fi is that rubbish. So, but um, but yeah, it's just I've not got no hat either, and I hate it. This is the first time you probably see me on a live where I've got no hat on. I hate it. I've just got one set of clothes. That's it at the minute. Well, this is the thing. This is what me and Shaw talked about the other day, Ricky. We're really surprised that they didn't have an ambulance on hand, like you say, with an event of how many people were there. Um, I guess they believed their own medical facility was enough. But when you think about it, Alton Towers is one of them where you're either as close to Royal Stoke or you're the same distance from Royal Stoke than you are to Royal Derby. But because you're in Staffordshire, they'd send you to Royal Derby. Sorry, because you're in Staffordshire, they'd send you to Royal Stoke automatically. And I said to Shaw, all I was thinking, I was in agony and pain. But I was thinking, could you imagine how much nightmare that had been for Shaw if I was in Stoke? stuck in Stoke Hospital. So I was like, no, I was like, just get us home and take me to Derby. So remember all Derby, otherwise this could have been very differently handled in Stoke. And quite frankly, I trust Derby Hospital, um, Royal Derby, because it's a hospital I know after Freya being born here. So, oh, by the way, Ricky, if there's a link, um, and this is anyone that wants to bob in, if you click this link and put it in the comments now, it'll actually let you come up on screen and talk to me if you want to. Um, but yeah, so it's yeah, as I say, it's been so eventful. Um, it's pretty crazy. But I thought to myself, I thought, oh, I'll go live for a bit and say hello, and because I've obviously not done anything now this week. Though I promised the fireworks and everything, and that's gone to pot. And I'll still be uploading the fireworks, just our version of them anyway. Um, just not for bonfire night, because well, it is the 5th of November, November, the 5th of November, the day of gunpowder plot. So, hello,
Hello, is this working?
it's working. You're live.
Oh, hey, man. So, yeah, it sounds horrific. I mean,
Yeah,
the strange thing, you say it disappeared. So, were you on it? Was it from a ride? Was it from like the harness that's like pushed it back in?
yeah. So when have you been on 13 at Alton Towers?
No.
No. So what it does is it comes. So the roller coaster goes down its drop, goes through a few bends, and then it
Yeah.
goes into like a garage. And then what it does is the car itself locks into position, and once
Yeah.
it's locked into position, it does a vertical drop. So the
Mm,
track drops onto the track below, and then it goes backwards. And what's happened is as the cars come in, it's I've put my knees a certain way, and it's dropped, and I wasn't prepared for it, and
mm,
my body's lifted onto the bar, and my
hmm.
belly button where my hernia was has hit the bar.
Right.
Um, and as
So,
it's
I do
hit the
know, obviously, I
bar,
mean, when you hit the hernia, fucking hurts, doesn't it? Oh, excuse my language, really hurts. Um,
yeah,
I was always afraid of the fact that it would because it's on the outside, if it like ruptured or burst. The fact that it's been
yeah.
pushed back in, that's really strange as to then how that would cause damage. I mean, have they told you like what it actually has caused internally?
So they said to me that I I could have ended up with a bag attached to me for the rest of my life.
What?
Yeah, that was one of the, and it scared me to hell. And they said if it's gone so far to your bowel where your bowel needs stitching back together, because that's where they thought it had gone. They were
Mm,
like, that's where the troubles are. Um, but luckily they woke me up and they said, oh no, it's been successful.
mm,
Usually when they do an operation, they put wire mesh in.
mm-hmm,
And they said on this occasion they've managed to fix it because you'll probably know they call it a fix rather than a removal.
mm-hmm,
Um, and so they said, "Oh yeah, we've managed to fix it, and you've not had to touch your bowel, and we've not
mm-hmm.
put no wire mesh in, so you should be okay."
Yeah, because
Um,
it's not like a cyst or something like that that you remove. It's part of your intestines, so it's part of your
yeah,
tract that's forced out from the stomach lining. So you can't remove it. All you can do is repair it, i.e., push it back in and
that's
put the
it.
gauze in place. And when you put the gauze in, that
Yeah,
just holds it all back in place again. Whereas yours
yeah,
sounds like because it's been forcefully pushed back inside, It's like having it's like a water balloon being just shoved back inside, so it's like there's no space for it.
No, this is it.
And so
Yeah,
I was wondering what they were doing on the operation because it either they're putting a gauze in to stop it coming back out, or
yeah,
were they just kind of rearranging your innards so that they weren't pressuring on
yeah.
each other?
Well, it's like, when you had yours fixed, you
Hmm.
had the line across your stomach, didn't you?
Yeah, I
And
had
they
a
did one
open
slit.
surgery and then a gauze.
Yeah, they've done keyhole with me.
Right. Okay.
So
And
I've
is there
got
have they put a
various
gauze in
different.
then? Have they put a mesh in there?
No, they've not put no mesh in.
Weird, isn't it?
So they've left out. They said if they put mesh in, it'd have been too dangerous because it's too close to my bowels.
Oh, it must have been
They've
horrific for
said they've
James and
managed.
Charlotte, mate.
Yeah, it was. Like I was saying before, we was in the hospital, and James had turned round to Charlotte and said, "Mummy, is Daddy going to become a zombie?" And
Oh.
to him in his language, that means, "Is Daddy going to die?"
Hmm.
Um, he was so scared.
Yeah.
Um, but he knows I'm okay. He's at his granddad's at the moment. He's not in granddad's, but he knows
Yeah, I did.
he
ask
knows I'm
Charlotte if she wanted
okay.
any help with him. She said that your sister and your grandparents have helped out.
Yeah, so um, yeah, um, oh, it's been horrible. Like I'm actually I can't wait to see James again. I can't wait for him to come back just so I can reassure him because it was
How are you actually feeling
traumatizing.
in yourself,
Charlotte.
though? You,
Yeah, I feel all right. I'm feeling better. Um, I've been through yesterday. Char was in the hospital with me, and I'd wet the bed 3 times, and I had no idea it was weird because I'd had
mm,
a spinal block.
oof,
So to help with the pain, they put a
mhm,
spinal block in me on my back. So when I come out of surgery, I had no feeling down
no
there,
feeling.
and
Hmm.
I had a catheter put in before surgery.
Hmm.
So all my feeling down there had just been lost, I'd pulled the covers back and I went, Charl, I'm wet, and I
Mm.
didn't even know I was weird. It took me um, it took me at least all last night to just get control of my bladder again, which
Well, I
I've
think
now got control of.
my sister's on. I'm at my sister's house at the moment. She's on holiday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go pick them up from the airport like 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning, and then I'm free, so I can bob down and and bring you a cap.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hate it not having my hat on.
Yeah.
But when I do recover, it means that I can start going to the gym again because I think my hernia was playing a big part in me not doing exercise
Hmm.
because
Yeah, it
if
hurts,
I'd
doesn't it?
go for a walk, I'd come home in agony. Like my hernia would just pop out,
Yeah.
and but they can come back. So I've been
Yeah,
told,
well, I've
as
had this
long.
one stitched up on my stomach, and a new one's now appeared on my groin. So no matter what, my
Oh
stomach for some reason
no!
wants to just get out my body.
Oh no! So have you got to have surgery again?
I don't know. I've got to go back in and see him again.
Oh,
But for me, it was a
not
6 year
nice.
waiting list to get the first one done. So can't imagine there'll be any urgency about it.
Yeah, my stomach is completely mashed.
Mm.
Like even around my bandage area, I've got scratches. It looks like someone's literally gone round my stomach with a blooming sander.
Mm.
I've got all scratches and glue all over.
That's probably tape.
It's really messy, so it's
Hmm.
getting really itchy. Hi,
Hmm.
Gainer, by the way. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's messy at the moment. Um, it's my first ever operation I've ever had. And so they were
Hmm.
saying to me, "Oh, you need to get up and walk around and have a shower." The thought of having a shower scared me
Hmm.
because I was just like, well, what if I get it wet? What if it all comes off? What if I collapse when I'm in the shower on my own, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was
Um,
told it depends on what stitch it is. Because I mean, I was told I couldn't shower for like 3 days afterwards because it's disintegratable stitches, and so you had to wait 3 days. Then once the bandages start going, like it looked really nasty actually, but then in the first shower it did come away. So I'm surprised that they'd let you do
yeah.
that straight. It depends if you've got have you got physical
Well,
stitches.
oh, I didn't know this until today. They didn't tell me yesterday when I come out of surgery. Found out this afternoon that I've got glue. So it's glued
Blue,
together. It's not stitches.
fucking hell, they
Yeah,
just super
I'm
glued
literally
you back
glued.
together.
I'm literally glued. Yeah, I'm glued back together. Someone should have got the PVA out and just yeah. Sorry, I'm doing this because I'm hiding my double chin. I hate my double chin on
Yeah,
camera, so I'm hiding it.
I don't worry. I'm slightly unkept, so I won't worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm going on a massive health kick after this. It's kicked me into shape, really.
Hmm.
It's it's I was
Bit of a
saying
shock.
even before this happened, I was like I need to get healthy because my I need to be here for my daughter. Do you know what I mean? And I need to make sure that I'm healthy and nothing happens
Yeah, I
to
mean,
me.
don't stress it, mate.
And
You're not a big smoker. You're not a big drinker. You're not, it's a little bit of exercise. That's all. Won't worry
yeah,
about that. And it does stop you. Well, I had my hernia. It stops you from physical because it hurts. People don't understand. It really does hurt, and particularly when it's
yeah,
hanging out. And if you knock it, oh, it gets really painful. I mean, this is
yeah.
one way of getting bumped up the waiting list, mate.
Well, I know. Yeah, yeah. I said this to Charlotte. I went, realistically, I says if I'd have just gone to the doctor and said, "Oh, I've got a hernia," um, they'd have literally just gone, right, okay, let's refer you, then let's do this, then finally let's give you a date to go in,
No, they didn't even do
at
that. For me,
least,
they told me that it was sit down, and if it goes blue, then give us a call back.
yeah.
Otherwise, leave it. You'll be all right. They just say
Is that what they
it's
said?
apparently it's yeah. If it goes blue, give us a call. Otherwise, naff off.
Oh wow,
Mm. Apparently, it's up there.
that's
It's like one of the
impressive.
most requested operations on the NHS. So there's a huge waiting list for hernia operations. They're really common,
Yeah,
and so they'll only deal with those that are at
you okay?
the most severe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 minute. Any more what? So I've got that one. I've got that one in my arm as well. Yeah. All right.
Oh, I think that's my food arriving. I'm going to shoot off now, buddy. Anyway, I just wanted to check in and make sure you're all right.
All right. No worries. You enjoy your
Yeah.
food.
Well, I'll as soon as I've done with my airport run and everything later on this morning, I'll pop down tomorrow during the day and we'll have a proper catch up.
Yeah. I should be. You can come down to the house tomorrow because I'm probably going to be discharged tomorrow.
Yeah,
So just bob down to the house and
yeah, yeah.
I'll let you know if I'm home or what. And
Cool.
yeah,
All right, dude. Well, you
yeah.
you take care.
All right, mate. You're going to enjoy your food. I'll speak to you tomorrow or later on.
See you in a bit. Bye bye.
See you in a bit. Bye bye. Oh, I think I'm going to bob off myself. Just thought I'd bob in for a quick chat. And so, yeah. So, good night, everybody. And hopefully, channel will be all back to normal again when I'm back up and running. So, and I mean literally running from spirits because I can't do much climbing and running at the minute. But let me get my health sorted and then I'll be back again. All right, guys. Love you all. See ya.